Hello everyone, welcome back to the shed. I'm Lonnie.
Hey, I'm Candace. Welcome back. Well, Lonnie made a big dent in the board games yesterday. I think we showed y'all, and we've got all that stuff loaded up, ready to go to storage. Yeah, so we're getting through with those big buys, and we can finally start tackling garage sale stuff pretty soon. I'm gonna wrap up my dolls today. I had some dolls from a few weeks ago too. I'm gonna take a look at those. And then I have one Paca order, and then I'm tackling this 2 boxes of Fiesta down here. I'm excited to see what's in there. Because she said vintage, so there could potentially be good pieces. It was mostly plates and bowls, but you never know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's not like she would have a reason to lie about that, right?
No.
For $25 for 2 boxes of dishes.
Right.
It wasn't for money.
Yeah.
Like, why would somebody...
And I found a website before. I have to find it again that shows the different Fiesta stamps so you can date them. So I'm gonna have to find that again to help me out. So we're gonna go ahead and pull orders. I think we sold on eBay and one item on Mercari.
Yep.
Are you ready or?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You look like you're thinking hard over there.
No, I'm just looking at what we have to do. So basically, our goal now is to list our way through all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this is all...
Well, this is non-listable stuff. This is like donate.
Well, I meant, you know.
Yeah.
Aside from...
Right.
I didn't mean the one donate box.
Well, no, I'm just in like that doll. I've decided I'm going to make a Halloween doll out of that.
Okay.
I may keep it or I may sell it. Who knows? Maybe I'll have myself a little... what do you call it? Custom doll business going.
You woke up with a little twinkling in the old eye this morning, huh?
I know. I bet I could get Sarah involved in that.
Okay.
She likes creepy stuff and she likes painting and stuff. So maybe Sarah and I can have a little side venture, a little side hustle.
Okay. This is the side hustle.
This is not side hustle for me anymore. I hate to tell you.
You want to go side hustle, go back to the bank for a couple hours a day.
You're right.
All right, well, we do have orders to pull, so let's go ahead and get to it.
Okay, in the smalls drawer, Here to Slay dice. That's from one of the Kickstarter box games.
Yep.
Just the dice, $34.99. One Bravo Hot Wheels Treasure Hunt for Rory.
Okay.
Interesting. It's either on 1 Bravo or 5 Delta 3.
What, this treasure hunt?
Yeah, Les perfectly had one. Oh no, not the treasure hunt. Something else. Never mind.
Is it a Ferrari 250?
Ferrari 250, number 3 of 12. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is it right here.
$22.49 for that.
Okay. Let me just go ahead and put these up. All right, what's next?
While you're back there, 3 Bravo, grab the New American Bible in the box.
Okay. 3 Bravo. And we're out of books. I mean, look, it's sad. We're having to close up shop. There's no books left. Okay, talk about this, right?
Yes, that's all for $12.74.
Okay.
This next one is either 1 Bravo on 1 Bravo 3 or 5 Delta 3.
Wait, what?
So I don't know why eBay had one location and List Perfectly had another.
I would go with eBay.
Okay, 1 Bravo 3. It's a Hot Wheels IG-88 character car.
You said 1 Bravo 3?
That basket on the right, is it in there?
Oh, yeah, probably. Let's see. And it's 3?
Yeah.
Supposedly. Okay, interesting. There's 2 4s.
I'll need to take a look at that. That's all my doing, y'all. Okay, well, I'm looking through there.
Okay, look, we have a 2, a 4, a 4, and a 5.
Okay, I'll take a look at that.
Is any of that what we need?
No. Go look on 5 Delta at number 3.
Okay. 5 Delta 3. Guessing this must be it. Yeah, this is it.
IG-88.
Looks like a steampunk rocket car.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sold for $29.99. We sold a Larry Walker card. Hey Larry! Somebody asked why you said Larry like that. So that I told him that was I said a throwback. It's not really a throwback. I guess a nod to Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
Like they would, if they'd come up to a long line, they would act like they knew somebody in the front.
Somebody named Larry.
Yeah.
Hey Larry!
So they could cut line. They'd be like, hey Larry! And they'd keep going up till they get to the front. So yeah, we sold a Larry Walker card, 9 Bravo.
Different Larry, by the way.
Yeah, not that Larry. Larry's not real. 9 Bravo X41. It's a graded card.
Okay. All right, here's the box. Let's take a look. Yeah.
That box is kind of empty, huh?
It's kind of raggedy looking too. Okay, X41.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Yep.
BCCG
Yep.
rated 10.
And Matt. And it sold $1 per rating, whatever, or stars, whatever they give it.
Yeah, well, this BCCG is not one of the more reputable companies. I'll just put it that way.
Okay.
They gave out a lot of 10s.
$10 for that 10. So I guess whenever you're copying graded cards, you kind of have to take into account the company.
Oh, big time.
So yeah, I'm not well versed in all that. So that would be easy for a rookie to not know what's going on with all the difference in comps. Yeah, that's interesting.
PSA or Beckett's or and there's a few others like I don't know all the. I'm not an expert on that, so I don't.
Yeah.
But I do know that BCCG is not a very reputable company.
Okay. All right, one more item on eBay. 1 Bravo Lego DC Comics Green Lantern versus Sinestro.
Okay.
Lot, it's 76025 is the item number.
Got it.
$54.99 for that.
Well, it's not bad for that little set.
No.
Okay.
And then we sold a Eagle Moss chess figure on Macari. It's 8 Charlie is where it is. It's Zod. Black Knight.
Okay. Charlie. Let's see, a chess piece right here. Might be the only one over here. I think this is probably him.
Yeah.
That's the guy from Superman, right?
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yep. $18 plus ship for that.
Okay.
Yeah, every time we think we're out of Eagle Moss, we sell it.
No. We never get rid of all your Eagle Moss. All right, let me get this stuff packed. All right, it is a few hours later. We've been listing pretty good today. Got all these listings up here. And I've actually got
Micro Machines are about done, huh?
all the Micro Machines done except for these 3. These will probably go together.
We do have some loose, by the way. I didn't know if you knew.
I know, I see them. And then I have the loose ones Candace is talking about, and then these Monopoly sets to go through.
Yeah.
And then the board games over there.
Those need to be inventory because they're not sealed.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be hard to inventory. They all look like they have pretty good parts lists and stuff. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to what it's been like over a month now. It feels like about 2 months of just buying.
Yeah.
And filling up the shed.
I'm pretty much into the garage sale stuff now. I listed all the Ever After High dolls. I know y'all see those dolls right there. That's something different. Those are some I picked up a few weeks ago. I did list those new Ever After High dolls, and now I've gotten into the Fiesta wear. And this is interesting. Yeah, there is a lot of vintage in there, but there's some new also. So my strategy is, if an individual piece is worth probably $10 or less, I'm going to see if I have multiples of the same color. Not necessarily the same style, but just see if I can make lots like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. This is the reason I bought this lot. There were 4 of these pictures. I've got 2 more over here. Right here. I had 4 different colors. They all have the same markings on the bottom, but it's interesting. I ended up listing all 4 of them for a total of $128 is what the listings came out to. And this one's worth $40 and this one was worth $20. Well, really, I listed it for $18 because it has a manufacturer flaw, but just for argument's sake, we'll say $20. And the big difference is simply they were made the same time. The green is retired and they're still making this color. That's the only thing I could think is why that one's worth more. So
they've been making the same stuff for decades.
Yeah, these are modern. They started making these in like around 2002, I think, early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
This is not the real vintage stuff, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's not worth money. So keep that in mind. I mean, there's a lot of commons out there that aren't worth a lot, but when you see little unusual pieces like this, definitely, if you can pick them up cheap, grab them, you know.
Okay.
I'm assuming those were meant to be used for creamers. They're an exact replica of the big picture, you know.
Okay. Yeah, these have Fiesta stamped on the bottom, USA.
And let me tell y'all, it's hard because like green, there's probably 10 different shades of green they've produced. And to try to compare this on a computer monitor, some of it just starts to look the same. It's really hard.
Well, then you have to trust that your computer monitor is displaying colors correctly.
Right. So
And you got to trust that they took the photo correctly.
Yes.
Everything.
Like for this one, when I narrowed down what I was pretty sure it was, I searched that on eBay and I got all these listings with that color. And I even showed Lonnie, I'm like, looks like it's you, huh? And he's like, yeah. So, I mean, it's tough, though, because they've produced so many variations of the colors, you know.
So it's important we get that color right on our photos, too.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I pulled up a few questions for us to take a look at, talk about. So you want to tackle those?
Okay. First question is Texas Treasures SJ8KB. Do you usually list on eBay, then cross-list to other platforms? Or list first on List Perfectly, then cross-post to eBay and other platforms? So yeah, first of all, we do use List Perfectly to cross-list, and kind of like, we're now using it for all of our listings, whether it gets cross-listed or not, just to have somewhere to have everything. I'm really liking that idea. So what we do now is we go straight to List Perfectly. Even if it's going to be listed just on eBay, it goes to List Perfectly first. And then we put it out to the platforms we want it to from there. And the reason we started doing that is we were having a lot of glitches with eBay. We would go to list stuff and the pages kept erroring out and just giving us problems. So we just started drafting in List Perfectly. And then when eBay was working, then we would list them. So we kind of liked how that was, so we stuck with it, you know?
Yeah, no, I like it like that.
I do too.
And I like List Perfectly's listing tool is really good. And I like the fact that we're not dependent on just eBay for our listings.
Right.
To be backed up, and for our photography.
Yep, all our photos are okay.
All of our photos are stored now on eBay servers and List Perfectly servers, and we don't store them here locally at all.
Right.
Like once we put them up on a listing,
we have had that question before.
We don't store the photos, so it's really nice having that having that, you know, those backups on List Perfectly.
Now once an item sells, I go into List Perfectly and I mark it sold, and it does this thing where it goes out to the platforms and deletes them and all that, and then it puts them into a sold category on List Perfectly, and every few days or so I go and just empty that so it doesn't get too full. Next question is from Kelly-YK3XD. Now that you've had your shed for a while, is there anything you would change or wish was different? Does the size work? Well, you go first, because you started out in here without me, without all these desks. Like when you started out, you had basically this and like a table. You didn't even have a workbench. Right. Yeah, you had a desk and a table. Yeah. And it probably seemed so spacious at the time, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, the only thing that I would do differently is at the time we bought this shed, and it was 30 feet by 12 feet, 30 feet long by 12 feet wide.
That's the roof though, right?
That's in edge to edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really closer to 11 feet in here, usable width. But that's, if you go to buy a shed, that's the terms they're going to use.
Right.
It's going to be 30. This would be a 30 by 12. At the time, we spent $6,000. I paid cash. Paid $6,000 for this shed, delivered, installed, in place, whatever. Mm-hmm. Nothing was finished. Like electrical, there's no insulation. Even these walls,
It was just studs, huh?
It was just bare studs.
Yeah. Now they did have the door and window in place.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the time, I could have gone to 36 feet long. We paid like $6,000 for this. Probably could have gotten 6 more feet for less than $1,000.
Yeah.
And I regret not doing that.
Well, I do remember that, and I remember we were concerned the spot we had picked out to put it on our property.
It was kind of.
We weren't sure if that was going to be enough room, and
it would have.
Once it got on here, we're like, yeah, it would have been fine.
It would have been fine, but it would have been close.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely would go a little bit bigger if we could. Now it may be different for someone working by themselves, where you don't need 2 desks and 2 workbenches and all this.
Right.
You know, it just depends on what you're doing and your setup and what you sell.
Or maybe you'd only need to make like a couple of thousand every month to supplement income you already have. Maybe you only need 500 to 1,000 item store.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever you think you're gonna want as far as size,
go just a little bit bigger.
Go bigger.
Yeah.
And like you're never gonna go back and say, man, I wish we would have got a smaller shed. Nobody hardly ever says that.
The other thing that I know, he's probably not thinking about it now, what we would have done different, where the window is for the air condition would be up here in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have done that different.
It gets it's a little bit hotter up here, of course, because we have a window AC unit. So we would definitely have put the window up front somewhere here for that.
Or just had another window,
or even just a hole in the wall, a framed out hole for it. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next question is Theo H 2021. I got a question for you guys. Is it okay to lower the weight and sizes after item has sold to pay shipping less and make more? Keep making great videos. I'm assuming that he's kind of overcompensating in dimensions when he's listing.
Yeah, and what he's asking is, like, if I list this and I put 12, 10, 4, 15 ounces when I list it, and then I do calculated shipping, and I go to ship it, somebody buys it, and I go to ship it, and I'm like, oh, it's actually going to ship at 12 ounces. What do I do now? Well, in that kind of case, yeah, I do exactly that. I make a little more on the shipping on that item.
Yeah. It happens.
It happens. It happens the other way too.
Yeah.
Where we list something for 12 ounces and it ends up needing to ship out at 15 ounces. And that extra little bit of money, we don't go to the customer for it. Mm-mm. So we also don't go to the customer when we get a little bit, $1 or $2 more.
Right.
On a single item.
The only time would be for combined, like if they buy more than one thing.
That's the only time we really refund shipping at all. But yeah, something like that, you thought it was going to be 3 pounds. It ends up being 2 pounds. And you save $5. Generally speaking, yeah, put that in your pocket.
Yeah, because there's gonna be times where you're shorting yourself.
Right, and the customer was told shipping is gonna be, $7.85.
Yep.
And the shipping was $7.85. So they got what they thought they were gonna get. Mm-hmm. The item got to them.
Yep.
So no, I don't. we all have our own morals and ethics, but in this particular question, no, I don't think there's anything to be done there.
No. All right, last question. Laurie Hargrove, 4873. Quick question. What do you pack up? Where do you pack when you load up the bench? I saw your other bench full of board games. That bench over there is never used for packing. It used to be.
That what?
That bench. Bench.
Bench? What?
Bench. It used to be when we saw box knives, I would pack them over there.
Yeah.
But no, this is the packing bench here. That's why that one's always full.
So, yeah, a surface, a flat surface like that will always, in here, will always fill up if you leave it there long enough.
Yeah.
It won't take long.
Yeah.
But no, whenever we pull orders on those days where at the end of pulling orders and the bench is full of stuff, yeah, good question. I do have to pack it somewhere. Usually what I'll do after we end up pulling, I'm like, all right, damn it, now I gotta, now what am I gonna do with all this stuff? And I just like, I'll just stash stuff away like on shelves or wherever I can.
Usually the bench is not as crazy as it's been, this one over here, so he can put the stuff over there.
Sometimes I'll stack it over there.
This month has been weird. This past month or two has been really weird.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, normally after I cut the camera, I'm putting stuff off the bench to clear out space for us to work, for me to work. So, but yeah, I think that's going to be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see y'all again soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.